Hi everyone, I decided to go ahead and do an unboxing of my Hobonichi Techo 2016. I just want to say welcome to our BFF Kawaii channel. I did actually order this, or wanted to order this earlier in 2015, but the version I got was out of stock. So I actually had to wait, and they didn't ship it till mid-January. So here I am. I already have taken it out of the yellow bag that many people have seen online. And the size I ordered is called the original A6 size. In American measurements, it's about 4 by 6 inches. And it's called the Royal Stewart Lochcarron plaid pattern. I got this one because I just really loved this plaid pattern, and I thought it would be something I would like to see used for my planner. So there's that. Another thing I did is I ordered the packet of the diary, the journaling, in 2 portions because I kind of tend to like to put a lot of stuff in my planner, and I thought that maybe if I had the whole year in one, that maybe it'd get too fat and maybe I couldn't zip this cover, so I went ahead and split it up in 2. So let's go ahead and take everything apart. So the first thing I'll do is I'll open up the actual cover. So here's the cover. As you can see, let's see, try to get it in range here. It has a nice zipper. Opens nicely and has a very nice packaging to keep it from getting damaged in shipping. And we've got a little card showing that it's the official plaid called Lochcarron of Scotland. This particular pattern, for those that know about plaids, they actually are registered. Every pattern is registered, and so this one is just giving you the little card showing you that, the name of it. And then a little card as well from Hobonichi. And looks very nice. There's a pocket on the back. And then again here you see the label again, Lochcarron, woven in Scotland. So I think that's pretty impressive as well. I always like unique items, and I wanted something original. You can also see here it says Hobonichi 2016. We've got markers, page markers, a flap here, pencil holder, pen holder, mesh pocket here, and then kind of a placeholder here for credit cards and things like that. It might be hard to see in the camera because it's dark. And then a pocket here as well. So I'm really excited about using it. It's the first time I personally have used Hobonichi. Last year I had a Filofax and a plum paper, so we'll see how it goes. I'm really excited about it. Next are the actual books, the actual journaling books. Let's take those out. Now for those of you that are already familiar with Hobonichi Techo, you know that they send some freebies, usually an online or web exclusive order, and this is only with the Japanese website. If you get it, the English version, they don't have these web exclusives, but I tend to like to order the Japanese version. I'm also trying to learn Japanese, so it kind of makes or forces me to, see the characters and to use what is being used in Japanese. And then, of course, I like to get the web exclusive. So this is a multicolor pen. It looks like it has 3 colors. Try to get here where you can see it. It has black, blue, and red. And you just kind of push through each color to get to the next one. And it also has the labeling as well. Hobonichi Techo 2016. Okay. Also, they always send, it seems like, a tissue holder, and you can just buy the little pocket version of tissues like you normally would do at any drugstore, and it will fit in here. So you've got the little label packaging, Hobonichi Techo 2016, and then you've got the little tissue holder. So I like that myself. I like having tissues in my purse. So I'll put that to the side. Here are the notebooks. There are 2 of them. And this, it seems like every Hobonichi also comes with this life book. Has a lot of kind of little cute information if you can read Japanese. And it has a little kind of visual map of life in general. So I think that's kind of cute. Sometimes I've seen people cut these little characters out and put them into their notebook. So I think I'll keep that for that reason as well. Looks like there's a crossword on the back. That might be a good challenge for me, or a good study. See if I could solve the crossword puzzle in Japanese. We'll see. Not sure if I'll tackle that, but it's definitely something I'll keep. So there's the little life book. The 2 journal books are split up. The yellow one is from January to June, and then the light blue one is from July to December. So I'll go ahead and set aside the July to December version, and we'll just take a look at the January to June and see how that fits into the cover. So let's see if I can do this gracefully on film. Let's see if I can insert the journal into the cover. Not too bad. And here as well. Oh, before I do that, let me show you. I heard about this, and they said that the journals also have their own serial number. So this book has a serial number here. Let me see if the other one does. Let's see. And yes, as well. And actually, it looks like they have 2 different serial numbers. So that's pretty interesting. Just kind of, I guess, one of their signature ways of showing that you have an original Hobonichi Techo journal. So this looks pretty nice, being fitted into the cover. Here are the page markers. Let's see. I just want to kind of test this out. Let's see if I can zip it. Looks pretty compact. Pocket. Unzip it. There we go. Now, what I've read is that the Hobonichi is made such a way so it'll lay flat, so you're not like fighting over bunching pages trying to write and so forth. So it looks like it lays pretty flat in here inside the cover. So let's kind of go through some of the features. I noticed that this 2 journal version is called the Avec or AVEC. I'm not sure which is correct. So you'll see that here. And then the first set of pages has the whole calendar year of 2016 as well as 2017. So you've got at the front a good quick glance of the whole calendar. The paper feels really nice. I've read that this paper is actually called Tomoe River paper and that it's not supposed to bleed through. So I'm kind of excited to see how it will work with my fountain pens. I have a couple fountain pens. I have a Lamy that I think I got from Goulet Pens. And then I have this Pilot Varsity, which is kind of like a everyday disposable fountain pen that I got from the Paper Source. So I like the way these pens write. I'm excited to see how they write on the Tomoe River paper and if they'll bleed through. So after the calendar, it looks like they have the months at a glance as well. What I've been told, or what I understand, is that you can use these to kind of keep like a daily checklist. So it's got month 1, January, and you could, each one of these columns, like create something you want to track daily, like did I drink my 8 glasses of water, or I'm not sure what else you track daily, but Did I walk 1,000 steps or 10,000 steps? Anything you'd want to track daily, you could put here and do a check mark, maybe some goals, personal goals. So for each month, it looks like they've got several columns that you can do daily tracking. Another thing I've noticed is they've got the month in Japanese as well as in English, so you can see January, February, March, April. But if you're trying to learn Japanese, that might help you as well. January being Ichigatsu, February being Nigatsu, March being Sangatsu, April being Shigatsu, so on. Just trying to do a little practice myself here while I'm showing this to you. And then as you go on, the next section, it looks like it's the whole calendar month. So this is like you can keep quick track of the month, of maybe some appointments or some important things you want to remember for the month. And then as you can see on the top, as the International Standard, the week starts on Monday. It goes Monday through Sunday. You've got the month here as well. And then you've got the days of the week. So again, if you want to learn some Japanese, you've got the days of the week, Monday through Sunday in English, but then you also have the corresponding Japanese version. So let's see if I can do this here. Getsu yobi, ta yobi, sui yobi, moku yobi, kin yobi, do yobi, nichi yobi. So I'm hoping that was correct, and you can see the various days of the week. Let's see. These, it looks like all 12 months here are at the front at a glance. Let's see, I'll go ahead and put the book down. Hopefully you can still see it from this perspective. Here's the beginning of each month. So here's January. And you can see that there's like a blank page that says, remember this. So maybe you want to mark something here at the beginning of the month that you want to remember for the rest of the month. And then you start the daily journaling pages. And that's kind of what I'm looking forward to see how I might do some daily journaling. I'll probably do kind of a bullet journal in here as well to keep my appointments. There are at the top, maybe you can see here, like about 5 check boxes. I hope you can see this, but there's like 5 check boxes up here that you can kind of bullet something for the day. And then they have the day sectioned out actually like some say military, some say international format, the 24-hour format. So you can actually go through hour by hour and schedule your day. I was told as well that there's this, what they call like a secret line right here. So that like if you wanted to keep your daily bullet appointment journal in here, and then you could use the space next to it for free form type of journaling, pictures, that kind of thing. Also at the bottom, they have a quote. If you look there, of course it is in Japanese, and what I've read is that they're actually quotes that are taken from the parent site, which is Hobonichi Techo. They're in Japanese. If you order the English version of the journal, they are translated to English. So I'm actually curious if I should get an English version just so I could see the translation, or maybe find someone who does and we could compare what the Japanese says to the English. In the corner here on the right, there's a monthly view as well, so you can see the whole month of January, and then you can see what page you're on. So this is the second and the third, so it's actually circled here that you're on the page with the second and the third, and it kind of does that through the whole book. Kind of at the side, if you want to look, you can see that the months are color-coded. So you can quickly see January, February, March, April, May, June. If you wanted to flip through a certain month, you could quickly just go to the tab based on the color and you would be in that month. So let's see if there's anything else I want to see here in January. Of course, it's past. Just kind of a quick note. What I did is I actually kept a separate kind of journal until I knew that I was going to get my Hobonichi Techo. And I kept a page kind of bullet journaled of some things so I would have something to write on. And then I even kept a list of something I call what I'm thankful for. I kind of covered it because it's like personal to me. But that way, as I kind of backtrack and fill in January, that I would have some things to journal. I kind of kept a daily list of either things that happened, appointments, and like I showed you, the things that I'm thankful for. And then that way on that day, I would have something to journal. Let's see, here's February. Again, you see the date page by day here. It looks like the first seems to start on the right always, with the left part of the month having the remember this section. So I'm just going to flip through this kind of to the end to see some of the other features of the book. Now here is something that they call a timetable. And it's just kind of like a place where you can kind of track things that you want to do on a weekly basis. So you've got the days of the week here and some hours of the day. So you could, you know, if there's something you want to accomplish every day. One thing it said on the website is chores. I don't know, you know, who schedules their chores that way, but if you wanted to do, I don't know, laundry on Saturday and dishes on Monday, I suppose. But to me, it also could be tasks for work. If you're maybe every Monday you want to do your to-do list for the week, that kind of thing, you can track that here, daily activities. The next page is a graph paper, kind of just another place where you can list items out organized to your liking. There's a favorites here with a room for you to put a date, what the activity was, and what was your favorite thing about it, how you rated it, 1 to 5 stars. So that's also a way to kind of keep memories of the year, maybe places you've been, food you've eaten, things that you like. Anniversaries, this is a place to keep up with any yearly anniversaries, wedding anniversaries, activities, things that happen once a year that you'd like to keep track of. Another interesting thing, I guess, because the Japanese are a gift giving society, there's a tracker here for gifts that you've received or given. It has here, you can circle if it was to somebody or from somebody and what they gave you. I guess that way you could be sure that if you gave them a gift in return, you gave them a thank you note, something kind of handy to have. This is a section called, actually, the translation is Life Rice Balls and Life Toast. And my understanding, this is actually a recipe from someone named Nami Ijima, and it's a cookbook that has a recipe for bonito plum rice balls and buttered toast. Quite interesting to see what the recipe is. The next section here is also a section that's called Articles of Wisdom from Takaaki Yoshimoto. So again, something it would be interesting to read if you're learning Japanese or would like to translate. The next page here is actually a human history of major events. So they kind of have a chronological, it looks like it starts here from years in BC and then goes into modern chronology into the recent centuries or recent years. The next page is a glossary of solar terms. I'm not sure how we would use that, but it's here. This is called emergency preparedness. So it actually provides information about safe places, I presume in Japan, and also maybe some list of contact information, things you would want to keep and remember in case of emergency. This next section here is a conversion table for units of measurement. I kind of would have to look at this for a little bit and see what is kind of like the from and to measurement. Looks like I see here meters, inches, feet, yards, maybe area here, volume possibly, and then you've got here grams, ounces, pounds. So looks like weights, volume, area, and then linear measurements, maybe that's what it looks like. So that's kind of an interesting conversion. The next page on the right is for useful links, some websites, and if you look closely you can see that there's QR codes, so you can just kind of scan them with your QR scanner on your phone and it'll take you to some links. It's mentioned in the website that they also have links to past quotes and past articles that the quotes came from, in case you'd be interested in looking at that. And then there's addresses, just a generic notes page. It says remember this. This I thought was kind of interesting, is an age table. So just to kind of give you a hint, I'm somewhere up here on the top of this column. If you find a year for us here in this side of the world, this would be the age. So someone born in 1965, in 2016 they'll be 51 years old. So, and it kind of does that. It looks like it starts in 1908 and then I guess goes down to the current year for anyone that has children born within the last few years. Then there's personal notes. Looks like another section to put your personal information in case you lose your Hobonichi Techo. And then the last page is kind of, I guess, their branding, the websites and so forth, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So this is kind of just a walkthrough of my Hobonichi Techo. I'm really excited to use it. I'm really happy with this format. I could see that since I do like to save stubs and tickets and things like that, that it would be fun to journal and to keep. And considering that that's only half, and I can zip this up, I'll be sure not to lose anything, and I think there's plenty of room to grow. I've just kind of show you a few things that I'll be using. I like washi tape, probably just like any other planner. So these are a couple of rolls I got from Daiso. I've got my fountain pens, and you might have seen the cute little pins. I'm not sure how I'll use them, but I've got some cute little felt markers that we've made. We thought about selling them on Etsy. Not sure what we'll do, but if you like them, let us know. These clouds I think seem to be my favorite, but this letter's pretty cute too. So we got that, and recently at Daiso as well, I got this little set. So I'm kind of anxious to use it in my planner. Some notepads, to-do lists, little stickers. So I think I'm ready now. I do understand if things go out of stock, it kind of got shipped out a little late, but thankfully I've got it now. I've got my Hobonichi Techo and I'm really excited to use it. So thanks everyone. Please let us know what you think of this video. Please subscribe to our channel and like our video. Also, we're on Instagram. We're at bff.kawaii on Instagram. So please feel free to follow us and kind of check out what we're doing throughout the year. Now this is just one of our planners. I think you saw, if you looked at our Instagram, we've got an Erin Condren as well. So this is kind of a thing we like to do and kind of share our ideas, share inspiration with everyone, and I hope you enjoy it. Hope you have a great day, and thanks for watching.